Yo, listen up, here's the story about a little guy that lives in a blue world. And all day and all night and everything he sees is just blue. Like him, inside and outside. Blue his house with a blue little window and a blue Corvette. And everything is blue for him and himself and everybody around. Cause he ain't got nobody to listen, to listen, to listen, to listen. I'm blue, I've been need, I've been died, 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 I've been need, I've been died. I'm blue, I've been need, I've been died, 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 I've been need, I've been died. Inside me, I'm blue, I've been need, I've been died, 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 I've been need, I've been died. I'm blue, I've been need, I've been died, 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 I've been need, I've been died. Blue house with a blue window. Blue is the color of all that I wear. Blue are the streets and all the trees are too. I have a girlfriend and she is so blue. Blue are the people here that walk around. Blue like my Corvette, it's in and outside. Blue are the words I say and what I think. Blue are the feelings that live inside me. I'm blue. House with a blue little window and a blue Corvette, and everything is blue for him and himself and everybody around, cause he ain't got nobody to listen, to listen. I'm blue, I've been need, I've been died, 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 I've been need, I've been died. I'm blue.
Good evening, everyone. I'm Eric Dewey.
I'm Matthew. You can't hear me. I'm Matthew.
He goes second. Well, I didn't turn you on yet.
Not tonight.
Not
tonight.
Matt and I have been talking about this. I want to give Matt more of like a shine and stuff like that. So,
okay.
I need to fucking shine.
Somebody should tell the person who's in charge of turning the knobs on the knobs on the tobs. The knobs on the. Wow.
I like that. The tobs.
Half a beer and I'm already.
This is the name of the episode tonight, kids.
The tobs. Turn the tobs. Turn the tobs.
Tobbing tobs.
Yeah, I'm a DJ. What do you use?
Knobbing
I use the tob tables.
I got 2 turntables and a microphone.
Yeah.
That doesn't work.
Yeah.
So anyway, so I'm Eric. This guy's Matthew.
What's it?
And we also have somebody else in the studio.
Yeah, you got Steve-O fucking Mooney. People.
Yeah.
Back from
What
the ashes.
There we go.
I found out a lot of exciting things this week.
Oh
yeah?
Yeah, but I'll let everyone else go first.
All right. Well, we are socially awkward.
Screw that.
And
lay it on us. Lay it thick.
No, dude, I don't. Okay, that's like okay.
He said he didn't want to talk about it, so I was moving on.
It's gonna be like that episode of How I Met Your Mother where it's Robin and Ted, and she comes in the room. It's like,
Did you see the most recent one?
I've been watching any of the recent
that was
seasons.
good stuff.
It was so awesome.
I just
I heard a lot of people got like the Asian community was like up in arms about it, like because of the stereotype.
Oh, I thought it was
I thought it was
awesome.
hilarious. I didn't think it was offensive at all.
I started like a huge a subplot to this story. I want to get back to this.
Welcome to real life Reddit
Yeah, that's right. Real life Reddit. We're gonna start it
with subreddits.
But basically, I watching old episodes on Netflix or whatnot, and it's the episode like Robin comes in and she's like, "I have something to tell you." Like they both say something.
Yeah.
And she's like, "You go first." And Ted's like, "I found this penny," and then she's like, "Lily's back in town." And he's like, "Why did you make me go first?" You know. So it's all like, why would I go first if I feel that? But then again, I could be overselling myself, but I have to oversell myself now because that's my goal now. Because I'm like, if I'm going to be a comedian, I got to sell myself.
Mm-hmm.
So
all day, every day.
all day, every day. What the fuck?
All
That's for Jen.
All day, every day.
Even though I know she's not listening.
Yeah, she probably isn't.
She's probably afraid we'll play that song.
But
she jumps in the chat room.
Everybody, let's go with your week. So,
well, I was going to bring up one little thing first before we get into that, and that is that this episode is brought to you by America Joy Print Shop, official sponsor of the Four Eyed Radio Network. If you want business cards, flyers, posters, banners, cut vinyl, car wraps, and more, visit AmericaJoy.com for more information. And
all day.
I want to
tell
know.
him the Fern sent you.
Okay, so decals wise, I know they go on cars, but can they actually make those decals for your video game systems?
Sure.
Oh,
if you give them the spec, if you give them the specs, I'm sure
I
they
say
can.
they do that. I'll go get once I win the lottery because I know it's going to happen soon because everything's awesome for me, and then we could just give away a 4-eyed radio Xbox.
That would be sweet. That would be pretty awesome. You know who could design that 4-eyed radio Xbox for us?
Who?
Eric, who? Please
I think
tell
our
us.
great sponsor, Raven Designs, would be really good at that. She does illustration and design that fits your personality.
Wait. My personality?
Your personality. Or his, depending on who's asking.
But I'm a schizophrenic.
I don't
Then
have,
all of them. All of your personalities.
I don't have a personality.
You know what she would do? She would just buy
You know
one of
what
those.
you should do? You should visit ravencruise.com and get yourself one.
You know what they would do with... You know what they do
Pick
for...
one from her wide selection of personalities.
What they do with that if you're schizophrenic and they have to give you design your personality, they just throw a spin art thing down and be like, here.
Oh, like the spirographs?
Yeah.
Oh, I used to love the hell out of those spirographs.
For
You'd
sure.
be like, what is this?
I'd always overdo them. That's what drove me nuts about them. I'd be like, all right, it's awesome. You could use just a little more. And then
you gotta
boom,
do it
boom,
just
boom,
right.
too much. Oh.
It's like, you got to do it just right. You got to treat your lady just right,
You
like a
gotta
spirograph.
Like a spirograph.
Yeah, because if you get way too excited, you come too soon. Or
Yeah.
if you're not into it, then she's like, "Are you?"
Yeah, just like a
done yet?
spirograph.
It is.
Just like
It's
a
exactly like a
Everything.
spirograph.
I hate to break it to you, Eric, but everything can be
Broken down to spirograph terms?
No, broke it down to sex.
Oh, well, yeah, of course.
That's just life, man.
Yeah.
All
I mean,
day.
you can break
Like the
anything down.
game
Like
of life.
Like
All
for
day.
example, making babies. Did you know that making babies can be traced back to having sex?
I don't
Crazy.
know about that.
Crazy, huh?
I don't know about that.
Yeah.
You know what? We were having a good time tonight, and then you brought babies into the mix.
Sorry. You said sex. I thought babies. I guess I'm just old that way.
Oh, I thought you were I thought you were thinking of having another kid.
Well, we've been trying. We've been trying for years and years.
Wait a
and it just
minute. I
isn't
have an
happening.
idea. Eric, okay, everybody. We'll do it like a
This isn't going to go well.
No, we'll do it like a sitcom. Eric gets his wife pregnant, and then we have all the fans come up with your baby's name.
Yeah, good luck with that. I don't even get to say my baby's name if we get one.
It's Eric. He's just going to post something on Reddit and see how many answers he gets because he wants to up his Reddit karma.
Hells yeah. I'm almost at 1,000. Oh, so excited.
Oh, my God. 1,000 Reddit karma.
That's not even a lot. Like, I was excited when I passed 100, and I was like, all right. And then I like looked at it, and I'm like, people got like millions. And I'm like, I just don't got that kind of time.
Eric,
you're a noob still.
First off, Eric, how long have you been on Reddit though?
6 months, I think.
Yeah, man.
On this account.
I mean, you got people that when like Reddit, like I avoid Reddit for different reasons and stuff like that.
Let's see. I'm at 958 right now. That's where I'm at. On my
we will
karma.
get you.
On my karma.
Everybody who's listening in tonight, which is probably just the gallows, do us a favor and try to give Eric 1,000 karma.
That's my goal. That's my goal. So go to reddit.com/user/tapthatsass and just go and upvote everything I've ever posted. I think it only counts for like the last like few things I posted. Like it stops counting after something's a certain age or something. I don't know. There's all sorts of algorithms and figures, and I don't know. It's weird. I don't even care. I happened to see, like I paid attention when I was almost at 100. I was like, yeah, triple digits, all right. And then I paid no attention to it whatsoever until today when I happened to notice I was over 900. And I was like, oh, cool, I'm almost at 1,000.
I just want you to get to 9,000 so we'd be like, it's over 9,000! All my DBZ fans will know what I'm talking about.
All right. Is that when I achieve my final form?
No.
Oh.
That's when you just get angry at people who are over 9,000.
Oh. I don't know.
You want to be a Super Saiyan? Is that what you're saying?
Isn't that what happens when you?
No.
When you get to the final, I know there's something about a final form. I've never actually seen the show or anything.
No.
I just know there's something about a final form.
Basically, what happened is I'm gonna now go on a nerd rant here.
Go for it.
Nerd rant. Basically, what happened is
we need a drop for that.
Nerd rant. We'll just add some stuff to that. But basically, what ended up happening is Goku and Vegeta and Nappa are facing off, and Nappa pretty much My bad is Goku's brother and him are facing off, and to stop his brother, he tells Piccolo to kill him and his brother. So then Goku goes trains with King Kai, and then he gets training. And then when he comes back, pretty much to save everybody's asses, like in every single episode of Dragon Ball Z, where they should have just called that show "Just Waiting for Goku" because that's all everyone seems to do in that. Carlisle knows what I'm talking about. Boom. But so he shows up, and then Vegeta's all for some sort of reason, all the when you're living on Earth, they learned how to hide their power level. So when they use those scanners, they're like, "Ha, he's only at 900." Ha 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 ha. And then he starts powering up, and then Vegeta's like, "He's over 9,000." It just like crushes his little device or whatnot. So that's where that comes from.
That's awesome.
But yeah, that was just when he was still on Earth.
Where does the whole final form thing come in?
Super Saiyan didn't come in until I think season 2 when he goes to the Namek planet. Wow, how do I still know this shit? I haven't watched like DBZ since high school.
Coming soon to the 4-Eyed Radio Network. Dragon Ball Z podcast starring Steve O'Mooney.
That would be horrible because if my brother and I did that the entire time, we'll just be making fun of the narrator because the narrator was like, "Will Goku get there in time? Will Gohan find his true power? Will Piccolo eat a chicken sandwich? Find out on the next Dragon Ball Z."
Interesting.
Will Piccolo play a Piccolo?
Interesting story about Piccolos. Actually, this week, the one interesting thing that happened to me this week was a buddy of mine sent me a link. It turns out that evidently my sophomore year of high school yearbook is online. It was like scanned in and it's online.
I remember. I've seen it.
Yeah, so I pulled it up and I was looking for myself. I found myself. And evidently, first of all, I looked like an 8-year-old as a sophomore in high school.
Oh, the picture you posted.
I posted the picture on Facebook because I'm like, it's better that I post this than somebody else finds it later and posts it. So I just went ahead and posted it. But I was kind of flipping through, and I didn't have a lot of friends in high school because I was me. So, I mean...
Eric, draw it back. We're going to replay this line. Now, use the line, because I was socially awkward.
Oh, yeah, see? There you go. There's a reason that we went with this name. But, yeah, so I started looking... I was, flipping through the yearbook, and I found the girl that I had the biggest crush on throughout high school in there.
And then you Facebook stalked her, right?
Of course. I couldn't find her, though, because she's probably got married. She's probably gotten married or something, but... If I had found her, I would have Facebook stalked her for damn sure. No, but I did find a girl that I was in band with in high school, and in fact, the very first girl that I ever danced with at any like official like school dance type thing. It was in band camp that year, my sophomore year of high school, and we had a little dance at band camp, and I asked this girl to dance, and she said yes, and so at that point forward, I was too scared to ask anybody else because I'm like, I got the yes. I'm done for the night. I'm not taking the risk of asking anybody else. So I ended up dancing with her like 4 times that night.
Nice.
And her I found on Facebook. Evidently, she is a published author now.
Oh!
Yeah, she writes like steampunk style, like teen
foreshadowing
novels and stuff.
Maybe there's a little short story of that evening.
Actually, I'm going to lay
I wonder. Oh, she probably doesn't even remember. But she did accept my friend request on Facebook. So that's interesting.
That's a start.
I'm gonna
see if I can get her on the show.
I'm gonna lay.
That's the goal.
Lay some knowledge on some people.
Go for it.
Everyone says I should start writing a book.
Oh, she played a piccolo in band. That's where
you're gonna get. Okay,
loop it back.
That's the time.
Basically, this is okay for all you, because I know we have like young kids listen to the show because that's what they do on a Friday night.
They better not be. I have it flagged as explicit. So fuck, shit, bitch, cunt.
But basically, my goal is this is what you need to do when you start asking girls out. And guess what? I know what you're thinking. You're like, oh, if I ask this girl out, she says no, I'm going to be devastated. No. You bring it back and make it your own. So you find the hottest girl in school, all right? You want to ask her to dance, ask her to dance. And when she says no, be like, that's all right. You were number 5 on my list. And just walk away. Because now she's sitting there going like, wait a minute. Who is 1, 2, and 3? And 4, what the fuck? And you just keep rounding off numbers and stuff like that until finally one girl says yes, bro. And your self-esteem is fine. And then you brought them down a little bit for saying no.
Damn straight.
Hashtag Steve Knowledge.
Steve Knowledge.
Okay, I really wish my Twitter feed could talk because I just want Matt to read my Twitter feed now like that.
You know, I don't know about this Twitter thing, man. It's just so confusing. Like, you log on, there's just so much content on there. It's overwhelming, man. It's overwhelming.
No, I understand that, and it's basically what I learned, because that's what happened to me. I jumped on Twitter, and I didn't know what the hell I was doing, like, for the longest time, and then I finally was like, okay, I started just following people that I felt that was interesting, or people like, I wasn't going after people that were just like, oh, this person's following them, I'm going to follow them because they're famous or whatnot. I'm like, I really could care less about half of these people, like. So I'm like, I'm not going to follow you and stuff like that. So if I do follow you, I obviously find you interesting, and hopefully you're following me for the same thing. Like, I just posted on the thing going, I really need to get myself like a piano or something like that, because I want to learn how to play piano again, because I used to take it back in the day.
Oh, yeah?
And I've been coming up they've got
an app for that.
I've been coming up with a huge okay, you guys haven't heard my thing, but basically my goal is, okay, I need to become a comedian because I already found out the first name of my special. It's going to be called Steve O'Mooney. I just wasted 90 minutes of my life. And at the closing thing going like, and if you people didn't find this funny, obviously you wasted 90 minutes of your life. And I know why you did it, because this show came on during the summer, and you figure, well, I didn't want to cancel HBO because I didn't want to worry about Game of Thrones. And I figure like, oh, I don't have to go through the hassle about canceling and resubmitting it. So I might just give this fucker a shot. And then it was ruined for me because he just wasted 90 minutes of my life. So it's right there in the title.
On the bright side, maybe you could inspire people to actually go ahead and cancel their HBO.
That would be bad for me, because then my special wouldn't do as well.
I'm kidding. No, people would be like, man, I need to sign up for HBO so I can get to the next Steve O'Mooney special.
April 6th.
Is that our
date?
Oh, this Game of Thrones comes out.
Oh, I still gotta watch.
Well, then that can't be the date for our club takeover, Fern Club takeover, whatever, because obviously we're all going to be at home watching Game of Thrones.
Get DVR and whatnot.
Well, no, I know. I'll be watching it the day after, whenever I can down. I mean, when I have time to watch it.
Yeah.
So that was that your aspect for the week. Someone scanned. So when
that was pretty much my excitement.
Book, like our yearbook. Like how many years did you have to wait for someone to scan it in?
I tell you what. Let me see here. I could go to the website right now because there's a whole bunch of them. I
don't want to jump the gun on it.
I only found there was only one of during the 4 years that I was in. So
this is a yearbook that website you can go to check to see.
It's classmates.com is what it is.
Oh, okay.
Classmates, yeah.
And
you have to sign up for it.
Yeah, but it's just, it's whatever. You just log in. I signed in because I needed to. Yeah, you just sign in, whatever. Anyways, but then you can search for different schools, and like they had, I went to Tempe High School, unfortunately, and they had several yearbooks, but most of them, they had a few like really current ones, like really recent. And then they had a couple from like 67, 75.
See, that's what I would like.
And I was just like,
if I had the money, I would just sign up for that just to check out like really old school, like.
Oh, they're.
But yeah, they only had
the 2000 yearbook and the 2001 yearbook is in here.
Oh, there you go. See.
Uh-oh. Did you find yourself?
Gonna go find yourself?
I don't know.
No,
it was
he's like,
you guys were in high school like 2 years ago, though, so it's like you guys are gonna look exactly the same.
You.
I wish.
I mean, compared to me.
Okay, Eric. Literally,
somebody scanned it in.
Yeah, somebody else scanned it in.
Because somebody has it, and you can
it's there. You
read
can go
all
in there.
their people wrote and stuff.
Yeah,
I have the best quote in our.
Like it was hilarious. I was scanning through the one for mine, and there were like people whose pictures had been like scratched out.
Mine was the
Aaron Heaton. Aaron Heaton put this in here.
Anyways, I had the best quote in our. I had the best quote.
He knows Aaron.
In our senior yearbook. It was like, "Why'd you guys start a band?" I was like, "We originally started to get chicks." And then one of my friends got really pissed off. He's like, "That's not why I started the band." I'm like, "Well, they didn't ask you. They asked me. So deal with it."
Oh shit.
Hashtag face.
I'm tagged in here, and it says all the pages that I'm tagged in.
Nice. Somebody who knows you has already
31,
been through
79, 186, 187, 189, 192.
Okay, so you either have a secret admirer.
No, lots of people are fucking tagged. Let's check out you, buddy.
I'm probably not tagged at all. They'll be like, it's just, I can't find it. I'll be like, type in fucking white kid, and they'll be like, oh, there he is.
Oh, crap. Yeah, I tagged myself. Like, nobody had tagged me in that yearbook. I had to find myself and tag myself. That's how sad I was. Like, nobody tagged me.
I want to fucking.
There's a lot of people that
shit.
aren't tagged, though. Like, if you go to each page, like, out of the 100 pictures on the page, there's like 3 people that are tagged on there. So it's only the people who have gone through.
I wouldn't be surprised after tonight's episode we get like an email from Yearbook.
I don't want to fucking sign up for this. I just want to see it.
Yearbook.com, and they're all like, hey, would you guys like a sponsor?
You just want to see? Here, I'll find it for you. What was it? Desert?
Oh, because you're in there?
Yeah, what is the name of it?
We can Desert Vista High School.
Well, anyways, so that was your week. Your yearbook was finally scanned.
Yeah, I'll just look for it in the background. While
Matthew, what about you? How's your week been?
It's pretty fucking standard, you know. Just working.
Matt, okay.
Hurry up and let's forget all this yearbook crap so we can talk about my week. It was pretty standard.
First off, Matt, you can't just say that to a typical white guy because I'm like, I don't know what's standard for a blackie.
Whoa, dang. Hey, I would just like to point out that it was him that made that comment, not me.
I know.
I'm turning over a new leaf this year.
Yeah, you know why I said it? Because I knew you were going to say it. So I'm trying to deflect.
Actually, I wasn't this time.
But to be fair, that will probably be the only comment I make that has to deal with that.
Just, I worked. Cool. I guess one thing I did, I picked up Black Flag for Xbox One.
Okay.
So started playing that a little bit. Only about maybe a half an hour in.
First thoughts about it is, do you already like it better than 3?
Oh yeah.
Okay.
And not because it like looks pretty or anything like that. It's just I like, obviously, like all of them are kind of like open world, you know. But this one, it's like, I don't know, you get like a fucking pirate ship and stuff, you know. Like I find, like last night I was playing, I finally got to where I was able to go sail this like the sea and shit like that, and like there's like hurricanes and there's like fucking whales and like you're just at first I was getting pissed because the view you had, you're always like on the not the steering wheel, but what do they call the wheel on a ship?
I think it's a steering
the helm or something.
The helm.
You're like behind Edward on the helm, and I'm like, this is fucking lame. I don't want to like sit here and like look at this view all the time. But then like if you speed up, then you get to travel view, and like it pans out, and then I'm like, oh, all right,
yeah,
here we go. Now we're fucking sailing.
Yeah, it's just
we are fucking sailing, and then it was good.
Yeah, I played the crap out of that game. I fucking loved it. I was just like, because obviously I love the pirate shit.
Yeah.
So I'm already drinking all my rum. So
the thing about the Xbox One is,
do you have to say it like that? Is that a requirement?
What?
You'd be like, the thing about the Xbox One.
Oh yeah, Microsoft got a hold of me. That's the way. That's the way I have to say it. Somebody else can say it, but that's how.
Yeah,
Xbox One.
No, it really sucks because I have to say PS4. Like
I like to PS4. I like to say X-Bone. I like to use the shortened version. X-Bone. X-Bone.
So the wife surprised me and got it for me for Christmas, which is fucking rad. I was so happy and excited. I cussed in front of her parents. It was great.
Did you do the N64 kid?
I didn't freak out that much, but she was clever because she put this big box out and it was light, and she was like, "Oh, it's socks," because I asked for socks for Christmas. So I was like, "Oh, okay, it's fucking socks," and she put it in this big box. That's weird, but whatever. I thought she was just trying to be tricky. So Christmas comes around and she hands me the big box, and I'm like, "All right, it's my socks." So I open it up and there's a box inside a box, and I'm like, okay,
put my box in a box for you.
And then I open that one, and then there's another box inside that one, and then I start opening all these boxes, and then I start to get angry because
like, enough with the damn boxes.
Not because I have to open a box and a box and a box, because it's just wasteful.
Yeah,
like. And then she would like gift wrap some of them, and I'm like, "This is just like you're wasting all these like materials."
Halfway through, Matt's like, "Captain Planet would be very disappointed in you."
I'm weird like that.
I totally agree.
Weird like that. So then we get to an Xbox One controller box. And because we had ordered one for her work party, the controller came to the house from GameStop. I saw it, so I knew what it was. And I was like, "You put socks in the fucking controller box?" And I got pissed. And then I try to open it up, and it's taped, and I didn't realize it. Like, I was going to open the tape, and then I realized what it was, and I was like, "Oh shit, are you serious?" And like her parents are like sitting right there, and then I was like, "Where is it?" So I guess I did kind of freak out like the N64 kid, but I mean, that video is classic. Mine was nowhere near that level, but it was still pretty cool. Anyways, my whole point of this is the Xbox
my
One,
wife is killing the earth.
No. It's really fucking cool, and I'm completely stoked and utterly happy that I have it, and I'm thankful that she got it for me. It's just, we're so new into the cycle for the consoles just coming out. There's really not that much to do, and Microsoft has a lot of maintenance and upkeep to do, and changing things around. Like on 360, when somebody logs on, you get the little notification.
Yeah.
You have no idea when somebody comes online.
Oh, really?
Like when I log in, I first go to friends to see who's on, and it tells me who's all playing 360, and if somebody's playing Xbox One, then it tells me that. But as far as like somebody coming on, no, you have no clue. So I wish that they would kind of switch it around to make it its own thing, but have elements from the 360 era.
Just like a better evolution of it.
Yeah. But it's Microsoft, and they're going to nail it, because I can't talk about PlayStation because I don't have one, and I haven't had one since PS2. But
good man.
It's with the 360, Microsoft was always continually progressing the dashboard, and I know they'll continue to do that with this.
Yeah,
so
see, that's the thing I really enjoyed about the 360 is like, okay, the Wii U has a pretty good format, and same with the PlayStation 3, like they're okay, but like I thought the Xbox really embraced especially when they did that update for their huge new like dashboard. I'm like, this is fantastic.
Even though I loved the blades, I thought the blades was badass.
The what?
The blades interface. Like when I first got my 360, it had the blades where you had to go like.
Yeah, that was cool.
And I really like that. And then they brought in the Metro or whatever the fuck they call it. And I was like, yeah, this is cool, whatever. But
that's cool.
We'll see. It's if you're on a Xbox One, just go ahead and find me online.
Actually, hopefully you keep your Black Flag, because like as soon as I get my system, I'm thinking of buying it again.
Very rarely give games back.
But I definitely want to play the online mode.
Yeah, that's one thing that I haven't. Aaron says boo blades. That's the one thing I haven't really done with the Xbox. I've done online with Peggle 2. I haven't done online with NBA 2K14 yet. And what else do I have? Oh, Dead Rising 3. I haven't done online. I haven't done online basically, but
okay,
because nobody has it.
Well, yeah, no, like me.
I mean, tons of people have it, but like nobody really that I know has it. Like Raven had it for a little, or
actually, her friend had it. So
she was online, but I mean, I have a couple other people on my games feed that have it, but it's not like somebody that I would like be like, oh, I got to fucking play that with them right now.
Yeah,
you know?
I know what you mean. See, that's how I'm going to be. Like, I'm pretty sure as soon as I get mine, it's going to be the same thing. But at least hopefully we can like game because I do want to do some of that.
Oh, I game, bro. I game.
I know you game, man. I love playing Grand Theft Auto with you. It's
fucking
so much
game.
Fun. But good stuff. Good stuff. So just.
Oh, other than that, yeah, I got Black Flag. Just been hanging out, working, watched the Golden Globes. That was fun.
How was that? Was that by Tina Fey and
Amy Poehler? Poehler? It was good. It was good. The thing I like about the Golden Globes is everybody drinks. So that's good. The one thing I don't really enjoy about that is the people get up there and they talk way too long for their acceptance speeches. And that's something that the organization has to cut down on. But, you know, I'm just a spectator. Who am I to judge or say something?
Do they cut people off like they do on the Oscars? Like where they actually cut the mic? And then, like people are up there just talking. Nobody can hear them.
They play the music. So then people are like, oh, I gotta, they're cutting me off. So then they're blah, 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 blah. And then eventually they'll leave. But there was one, I forget her name. There's one lady that got up there and like she just stood there. And it was like, this is her first time winning some shit, and she's been acting for years. I have no idea, but it was like, okay, let's fucking go. Like, this is a little bit ridiculous.
I want to win an award just so I can go up there and just, like, be a total ass.
Maybe one day the network will win
I'd like to thank the people who got me here today, but fuck you all, I did it myself. So
maybe the network will be at least nominated for a podcast award. I mean, if
the network's nominated, I got too many people to actually thank to go up and do that. I mean, like, something else. I'd be
what's up? I thank everybody on the network.
Yeah, I'd be like,
John.
No, I'd have to list everybody.
I want you to say my name. Everybody else. You can say Steve.
Is that the kind of thing you requested from people when you were spirit director?
Oh, you're looking at it? Dude, I was a badass spirit director.
This quote cracks me up.
What is
you were so deep. The thing, this is Matthew Renfro. This is Matthew Renfro original wisdom here.
Oh my God!
The thing I liked best about Spirit Director was getting to lead all the spirited events. That's fucking fantastic.
I was fucking awesome as Spirit Director, dude.
I like it, bro.
I loved it. I was in charge of all the fucking pep rallies. All that shit, and
that's cool.
I got to play my own music, and I got to have a microphone, and it was cool.
I bet it was a fun job, but it's just funny. It's like me going to like Subway and be like, you know what I like best about the meatball sub?
Oh no,
the meatballs.
Matt did a fantastic job as the spirit director. The funniest thing though ever is when the nominees came up, and my sister was going to the school.
Oh wait, that's not all right.
Erin Mooney, of course, on the Underground Railroad.
Yeah.
She comes on to the thing to pitch her thing, like why you should nominate her for Spirit Director, and she literally came out and goes, "Hi, I'm Erin Mooney, and I'm running for Spirit Dictator." I'm like, if she does not win, fuck this school.
You just stand up in the crowd.
Yeah.
I think I was the only one that ran. No, I don't think I was the only one there.
I was about to say you ran unopposed, and
I don't think so.
Proud of that?
I think Amy Williams actually ran for it too.
Amy Williams, where are you now? Huh? Are you on a podcast? Didn't think so.
No.
She's like, I'm a doctor.
Actually, she travels the world.
Yeah, I'm trying to figure that.
I think she was the Peace Corps or something.
Fuck.
She's over in Korea a lot. So
probably doesn't matter because she's like
South.
She's like, who the fuck is this kid? That's usually what people say.
But oh, that's funny. So you're just going through there, huh?
Yeah, I was just taking a look here, and I think Amy Williams, is that the person standing next to you in this other picture?
Oh, probably.
Was she
probably
part of the? Let me see here. Yep, Amy Williams, right there next to you in this picture, right there.
Yeah, that's her.
That's funny because you said that name. I'm like, I think I just read that name a second ago, and it was when I found this picture of you here. You actually looked a lot different in high school.
That's our student body at the time. Oh, a lot different. Yeah. Oh. For one, I was younger. I was a lot skinnier.
To spirit her student body.
I was just blossoming into the man I am today.
He was. I got to see Matthew grow.
Aww.
Yeah. But anyways, enough about my fucking week. How was your week, good sir?
Okay, so
lay it down.
Yeah, finally.
Obviously, there's a lot of shit that happened. It actually starts Friday right after the show. I became a loose cannon for the night. I went to Patrick's house, hung out with him for a little bit, had a couple of beers. He basically kind of just asked him like, "What the fuck is wrong with me?" Kind of thing. And he kind of told me that. So now I have to do this.
Then 15 hours later, I'm just kidding.
So they basically kind of told me that what I need to do is, he says, your stage, Steve persona, you need to use that like all the fucking time now. Like, that's got to be you. Like, 24/7. So I said, all right, cool. So then start this week. I got my new job. That's going good and everything like that. So, and it's been pretty easy going, simple kind of things, stuff like that. So I'm back in the workforce. Yay, congratulations. But I'm literally just kind of focusing on like, okay, where can I go do stand up? Where can I get my shit back in? So I'm really just trying to goal myself for that. So then Thursday night happens. Matt hits me up. He's like, dude, you want to go hit up Zips? I'm like, yes, I want to go hit up Zips. This is going to be fucking awesome. I haven't been hanging out with people like forever. I want to get back in the, with my social life and everything like that. And I was all like, and I literally, like in my head, since I've been watching How I Met Your Mother, I'm like, Zips can be our fucking bar. It's not too far from us. This is great. And then all of a sudden, like, this guest shows up, and then the unofficial intern was all like, I don't feel comfortable with strangers here if you're not here. And I'm like, okay, I get that. That's not a problem. But I figure my sister's going to show up. My sister shows up 45 minutes later than she was supposed to. The guest is like, it's my birthday. I made plans. So he didn't even record with us. So he had to bail. So then I'm like, all right. So I do a podcast with my sister and her co-host, Natalie, again, Underground Railroad. So I'm going to be on it for like 2 weeks now. Aaron leaves. I'm like, all right, I'm getting into bed, putting on some Netflix, to get me. You have your beer. It's on the floor.
Oh, it's right here, actually. Oh, I didn't mean that you couldn't give yourself. Oh, anyways, go ahead.
So I'm sitting there, but the start of this evening, before Matt hits me up with the text, I should have realized the evening was not going to go my way. I had a picture on the wall, which I'll pull out during break to let you guys see, because I think it's phenomenal. Patrick gave me this picture that he did. He does these charcoal pictures, and it's Gandalf, and I forget what the other wizard's name from The Hobbit, but he did it. It's fucking fantastic. So that falls off the wall, whatever I put it up with. So it's all like, okay, so lucky for me, the frame just got a little banged up. The glass didn't break, so I'm like, okay, it's all right. Picture's fine. Save that.
Yeah.
Then the whole crap with like the guy showing up, and then my sister shows up late. Do the show with them. Then my sister leaves. I'm literally like, all right, I got work tomorrow. I'm going to try to get there early because I talked to my boss. He was like, yeah, come in a little earlier than how you been, for traffic and stuff like that. I was like, cool. Mm-hmm. Literally about to turning on some Netflix, like settling in, and then I get a phone call from my sister like, I ran out of gas. I'm on the 202. Can you come? And I'm like, all right, fine. So I asked her,
why don't you dictate somebody to get you some gas?
Well, I'm sitting there, I asked her, okay, are you on 202 East or 202 West? I'm eastbound. Okay, first off, I'm not a fucking pirate. So I don't know fucking north, east, west, okay? That's why they made those fucking apps for phones. All right? I'm sorry. As soon as I become a pirate, I'm going to learn that shit because I can't just be like, Wikipedia or, Wikipedia says go this way. And I don't know.
I'm out in the middle of the damn ocean. I'm not getting signal.
How I got Wi-Fi.
My Google Maps doesn't work.
Yeah, how I got Wi-Fi out there, beyond me. So then I have to drive all the way down going like, I'm not seeing her. What the fuck? Call her up. She's like, oh no, I'm over by this way. So I had to go like spin around. So never been on the 202 before, east or west. So I can check that off my fucking bucket list. I'm like,
there
perfect. I know my bucket list isn't that amazing, but I get it. So
drive on the 202.
So I take off down to the 202, pick her up, take her back to her place. She gets the gas stand, she fills up the car and everything like that. But it was just all like, I get home and then it's like this morning, my roommate's all like, where did you go last night? I literally would have been like, I wish I had a better story, but it's like, no, I had to go pick her. She ran out of fucking gas.
I had to go bail my sister.
It's like, Jesus Christ. And I hate that. It's like, that's what it's like, all right, I just need to start like, I just need to lie and be like, no, I'm in a relationship. I'm hanging out with a girl tonight, so no one will bug me. Because I'm like, I have a feeling me being single now, people are just like, Steve's got nothing to do. Let's just hit him up. But I was very disappointed because I really wanted to hang out with Matt. I really wanted to just chill at a bar and just chill for a little bit or whatnot, but we didn't get to do that. So we didn't make a rain check, so hopefully we will go ahead and do that because I need to get the hell out there and always like hanging out with you.
Yeah, we will. I was just like,
do it.
Yeah, I got to eat now.
You're like,
and that's the thing.
Yeah.
You told me that. I was all like, I came home and I was literally like, I'm going to make some dinner. And then you're like, hey, you want to go to Zips? I'm like, oh, fucking get some food there. That'd be perfect. Because I'm like, I haven't eaten like since whenever I had lunch. So I was like starving. So I'm like sitting there like, this is going to be awesome. And then
that's pretty standard.
Just bullshit on bullshit. I was just like, yeah, what the fuck? So January 16th will live in infamy with me.
Dum dum dum.
That was about it.
I wanted some wangs, man. That's all.
That's what I was like, oh, I'm going to get some
That sounds
wings.
good.
I wanted some wangs.
And
I haven't
I'm
had
really
some wings
hungry
in a
right
while
now,
now.
so after the show, if anybody wants to get food, I say let's do it.
Is there some
Everybody-
place around here for good wings? For cheap good wings? Good cheap
I don't know.
wings?
I like Native New Yorker
Average
wings. I've never
cheap
had Zips
wings?
wings, though.
Zips has really
Acceptable
good wings.
cheap
Have
wings?
you found my ass on that yearbook thing?
No, I actually had gone back to my yearbook page briefly, and I got transfixed because I saw my crush on the page again, and I was just like,
Should we go around?
still, I mean, your first major crush has that pull on you. Like, even like years later, I'm like, holy crap.
Okay, now first off, this is the backstory. Okay, this is the
Matt,
back.
tell me I'm justified here. Huh?
No. I'm not even getting into that. I'm not even getting into that.
Yeah?
Eric, did you
Dude,
actually
look at that hair, dude.
Eric,
It's like,
That was
Okay.
94. It was perfectly acceptable then.
no, I need to
guess.
ask Eric. Now, did you date her at all?
No,
Okay. Now,
I wanted to.
now, did she screw you all over in any way?
No, actually, we spoke maybe 3 times in the entirety of high school. She lived three houses down from me.
Okay.
Okay, she spoke to me once. I was walking to school, and she was walking to the bus stop at the same time, because we didn't technically live inside. We technically lived inside the bus area where we could not take the bus. We had
Gotcha.
to walk, but she knew where the bus stop was to go, and so she invited me. She's like, "Oh, hey, you want to take the bus? I'll show you where." And of course, me being like, "Pretty girl, talk to me. I'm scared." I'm like, "No, I like to walk." I'm fucking dumb.
Well, that's all I was asking. Like, if she didn't like dick you over in any way.
No. She was perfectly nice to me. The few times that I spoke with her, she was perfectly nice
So
to
now
me.
I can see why you could hold on to that. What about
Yeah.
you, Matthew?
what, my
First crush.
My first
Your
crush?
first crush, did you ever get to actually date her, or did it just was one of these like...
Well,
First non-celebrity crush, obviously. We're going with real people here.
well, yeah. So I moved to Arizona in '91.
Okay.
This is a story all about how I moved to Phoenix, Arizona.
So we like went to elementary school and stuff together.
Okay.
Moved to Arizona, and then I went out there a few years later, and went back and saw her. And I remember her mom took us to like a Fiddlesticks or a Cracker Jacks kind of place, you know,
Okay.
I want to know about
Mini
Cracker
golf.
Jacks after this.
mini golf and stuff like that. So we like had this whole day together, and it was a lot of fun. And it was like, I remember I asked her if she wanted to be my girlfriend, and she was like down. She totally accepted it. And I was like, but I got to go back to Arizona. So we had
That's okay. You can be my Arizona thing on the side.
we had a long distance relationship, if you want to fucking call it that. I mean, we were like 12, you know. It's like,
Damn!
That's a
like-
thing.
So I remember like we would write letters back and forth,
Right.
and we'd talk on the phone.
Yeah, kids.
I was
there
about to say,
there
I'm
no
like, oh, this was
internet.
before the email.
Oh, yeah.
Before the AOL.
So if you want to get technically we're still together. Because we never really officially broke it off. We just kind of both like moved on with our lives. So
how does your wife feel about this?
I don't know. She
Be like, honey, I
She's
got
all
this
going
letter.
when they were going for the wedding. She's all going on the list. Who is this? Oh, long story.
I don't know.
We're kind of still together. I don't know.
I don't know if she. I don't think I even told her about this, but
That's funny.
I'll have to let her.
She doesn't
know.
listen to the show, right?
She listens every now and then.
This will be the dime she does. What?
Oh, she'll. If anything, she'll find it
Find
funny.
it funny. No, that's fantastic.
But
Good for you, man.
hey, thanks.
Hey, at 12?
Oh, dude, I was pretty. Like the first time.
I was pretty.
The first
You're
time.
like, yeah, I was a pretty 12-year-old.
The first time I Frenched a girl was in 3rd grade,
Oh, I fucking
sick
hate you.
son of a bitch.
and it was because we
No,
got
I don't
dared
hate you.
to.
I actually give you a high five for awesome.
We got dared to do it, so it was like, fuck yeah, I'll
I
do
don't
it.
even know what that says about myself now.
My first like French kid, like full on tongue action. I was a junior in high school. Sad, I know, but
No, you still beat me on that
Fuck
It's
one.
not sad.
it is kind of sad.
Dude, no, you beat me on that one.
First official girlfriend, but I'd already had my heart broken at that point by this girl right here. How dare she date somebody else when I had never had the balls to ask
Dude.
her out?
Your first indicator was that fucking hair.
Dude, no, this girl was so fucking hot.
I'm sure,
and
dude.
she was like really sweet and nice too. That was the best part. Like she wasn't like one of these stuck up. Like there was another girl that I loved to look at in high school, but she was a stuck up bitch. She was a cheerleader. She was like, and I was like, I would never in a million years want to date her, even if she. Well, if she'd offered, I probably would have, because I mean, I'm me, and she was hot, so I'd be like, yeah, okay. But I didn't want her in that same way. This girl, I was just like head over heels for her, and then I was at home it was like Saturday night. It's like 10 o'clock at night. I'm getting ready to go to bed or whatever because that was my life. And I hear somebody pulling up we lived in a little cul-de-sac. So whenever somebody came down the cul-de-sac, I could hear it and see the lights on my bedroom window. So I was like, oh, who's coming over? And peek out the window. And I see her coming home from a date. And, he walks her up to the door, and then they start making out of the doorway. And I was just like... broke my heart.
Eric's like,
I was just gonna say,
it broke my heart.
You jerk it a little bit.
Yeah, I was tugging one out and crying.
Your first staple of voyeurism.
Yeah, I was lubricating my my wanking with my tears.
Opens the window like a crack. How could you?
I did. I felt so bad, and it's like I even recognized how pathetic it was. Like, how am I mad at her for going out with somebody else when I've never even had the guts to even sort of ask her out? Like, not even hint at it. Like, I've barely spoken to her, and somehow I'm upset that she went out with somebody else. It was pathetic and ridiculous, but I remember that feeling, and it was just like, ow.
Yeah, well,
fuck.
It does fucking hurt, dude.
Yeah.
I'm just really thinking this should have been our Valentine's Day show. It's like a heartbreak show.
We're a little bit early, but no. So you see, for Valentine's, we'll talk about good times or something.
I have a question. Isn't Valentine's Day on a Friday? So are you two even going to be here, or am I literally going to be doing the show by myself?
Valentine's Day is a fucking stupid holiday, dude. It's stupid. Like, if anything, I'll get Megan like a card. But as far as like anything like else, it's like, really?
I really hate myself then.
It's a fucking capitalistic corporate holiday.
No, it has something to do with that. I hate myself because I am this fucking romantic guy. As much as people probably don't believe it, but like, I'm so fucking good at doing it.
You're a Leo, dude.
Well, if you feel the need
Leo, I really
to buy flowers and stuff, I'll give you my address. You can send them on over to just put it to Amy from Eric.
But this is the problem. This is the problem I've learned right now.
I'm just saying.
Like, I'm focusing on myself, so I'm not even worrying about trying to whatever comes my way or whatnot. I'm like, at this point, I literally came up with this point. I'm like, you know what? I'm at a point in my life where I really don't even want to fucking work for it anymore. I literally just want to go up to somebody and just be like, hey, you're pretty cool, you're hot, you want to date? And she says no. I'm like, fine, I'm done with it. Like, I really just don't want to have to put effort into shit anymore for this.
That's good.
Good.
But it's just like, it's just so shitty with all that kind of crap. It's like, I'm just done. But I will say this, ladies, I'm not looking to get laid or anything like that, but I basically... But
if you offer, I will stick it in and wiggle it around a bit.
No, I found this out, and it's going to be true as much as everyone doesn't want to believe me. That Good Luck Chuck movie, that's fucking me. Okay, so if you women really want to get married, just sleep with me once. I'm pretty sure your life will work out for you, because that seems to happen to everybody.
It happens to all of us.
Matt, stop trying to take away my dick is magic, all right?
No, you're saying that you date somebody, then they go off and get married to somebody else.
Yeah.
Yeah, that happens to everybody. It's happened to me.
My dick is magic. It's literally magic. Like,
I've never dated enough people to really make that claim. So.
Oh, really?
No, I'll be like, dick is hard to kiss.
Dick is hard to kiss.
So how about you, Steven? First crush ever. How did that turn out for you?
None of them turned out good. I always got screwed over.
Did you have the guts to at least talk to your first crush?
Yeah, actually.
So you've got me beat already.
Matt actually knows probably the person I'm talking about in high school.
I'm like, give me a name. I'll look it up. No,
well, I'm not going to give the last name.
I've closed it.
I'm just going to do the first name because I don't want people to be like, I don't know. But anyways, remember Diane?
Yeah.
Yeah, she fucked not only me over, but a lot of people over, like, big time. Just fucking.
Just one of those?
Yeah.
Blonde?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, yeah. She fucked a lot of people over.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Over and under and in
I don't think it was necessarily even in that that context. I just think she was a huge flirt.
She was a heartbreaker, huh?
A heartbreaker.
Oh yeah,
Heartbreaker.
So that fucked me up for a long time, and then I met my first girlfriend, which fucked me over again too. But she, like, I probably should have seen that coming due to the second date. She was already down my pants, and I was just all like, and me in my head going, first girlfriend. I'm like, I'm a fucking stud.
You're like, yeah.
This is going great. No, then she decides to cheat on me. She was actually from California. She decides to cheat on me with the guy we went to high school with too.
Oh, really?
Yeah, that was fun.
I guess my real makeout session was probably in 6th grade. Because, I mean, it doesn't really make sense. Like, really.
Still bragging about that. All right.
3rd grade, like, really, I probably wasn't. 6th grade, I was dating this girl. We were friends in elementary school, and I did have a crush on her. And then she went away, and she came back. And she came back to Desert Vista. I remember I was like, oh my God, what's up?
I feel like we should be playing this song like, all by myself.
Well, I had a girlfriend in 4th grade, and we had a baby. So what's up now?
In that class?
It was a stuffed animal bear that my mom had made and gave to me to give to her, and I gave it to her as a present, and she said, oh, this is our baby now. So
and Eric was,
what's up now? I got you beat. I was having kids in 4th grade.
Oh,
Eric literally grabs the doll, rips the head off. He's like, abortion.
Oh, damn. No, I was happy about it. We didn't make out.
Well,
we didn't do any, like, it was 4th grade. We didn't know that that's what boyfriend, girlfriend meant. We were just like, oh, yeah, we're boyfriend, girlfriend.
It happens, bro.
We made out, and she was the first boob I touched.
Nice.
And then it was funny. Her family moved out of that house, and then my aunt and uncle moved into the house.
Did you go in and be like, I touched her boob there? I touched her.
It was funny. Like,
actually, I've been doing that with my apartment. I'm all like, I fucked here, I fucked there. So don't touch a lot.
Well, don't look at them. Well, don't look at this chair, for crying out loud.
But,
you know what's funny? You're talking about your first handful of boob.
Mm-hmm.
I can actually credit the movie Billy Madison for my first handful of boob.
oh yeah.
Quit looking at me, Schwan.
You know the scene where he's making out with the picture?
Yep.
And he's like pretending to feel her up? Me and my girlfriend were on the phone with each other. Both, that movie was on TV, I think. And we were both watching the movie and talking to each other, you know, because that's what we did.
Yeah. On the phone for hours.
Yeah, we were on the phone with each other watching the same thing, like pretending we were in the same place, but neither one of us had a car, so we couldn't actually be in the same place, so we were just, you know, whatever. And it came to that scene where he's like doing that, and her sister was in the room with her. And so she pipes up with, oh, has Eric done that yet? And she was like, oh, no, not yet. And I'm like, well, I wasn't sure if I was allowed to. She's like, yeah, you can. I was like, all right. So next time we saw each other,
You know what?
I was like, oh, this is awesome.
Hi, I'm so happy to see you.
You know
It
what
was like a bag of sand. I was weird.
You know what I realized though? I just realized that no one will have that conversation anymore. Like, oh, we talked on the phone for hours, because now it's like, oh, we just texted.
We IM, you know, our generation is almost getting to the point where it's we IM'd
like
for
I
hours.
do remember that before text messaging was huge. Like you'd be on the phone with hours with
Yeah.
like,
You hang up first. No, you hang up first.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm going to hang up on 3. 1, 2, 3. You didn't hang up!
You were supposed to hang out.
But I really have to give
silly
myself,
goose.
like, I literally have to give myself more credit, because when I did finally get like a first girlfriend, I was like, I don't know how I'm going to do everything and stuff like that. Like, apparently I did very well. Like, I became like the bra unlock master.
Nice.
One hand.
Yeah, I was like,
You just.
I walk into I go to the bars now, and women are like, what happened to my bra? And I'm like, boom.
2 hands is for amateurs.
Just,
seriously.
Just be yourself. Just get in there and do what you do, man.
No, that's what I feel like now. I'm just like, you
There
know
you
what?
go.
Whatever comes my way, I don't care. And I know Eric doesn't like it if I just start having these random hookups or whatnot, but I'm like, you know what? I'm going to be fucking 30 soon. I need to start living
I
my
never
life.
said you shouldn't.
Yeah, you did.
I said don't do that just for the sake of it, but if that's what you feel like doing, do what you do.
No, it's not like I feel like doing it. I'm just saying, if I'm at a bar,
Well, don't try. I was like, no.
I'm just
Don't ever have sex, Steven. Don't ever have sex.
and I'm like, Eric, I need to have sex. I'm really good at it. I got credentials.
I got a certificate. Go
Actually,
printed it up online
I
for
need
me.
if
it was
anybody
that good.
If anybody knows how to do calligraphy, can you make me a degree like that, so I can just hang up
PhD in sexology.
in my new place, and people will be like, "Oh, you went to college? Where'd you?" And they'll be like, "Oh."
This says you,
I have a feeling
you graduated in 1969, magna cum laude. Wait, what?
Magna cum laude.
Good times.
I too hope to come loud someday, preferably in a 69.
Ew, dude.
No, you've never come loud in a 69?
Anyways.
69 is not my
So,
favorite.
Actually, should we even be talking about that kind of stuff? Like,
Well,
I don't
what,
want,
sex?
like, no.
69 specifically?
No,
Is that,
I'm talking
off
about
limits?
like me. I'm a loose cannon. I can do whatever the fuck I want. There's no consequences for my actions, pretty much. Okay, but for you guys, I don't want to put you in this
Like
position.
one time, I shot it on her knee. I mean, I said, "Fuck the police."
Dude,
like I'm thinking about, should we just have like one episode where we just talk about sexual exploits?
last week was all about cock talk.
Yeah, no, we did it. We did basically an entire episode about cock. I think talking about past crushes.
I think we're
is
okay.
Yeah, I think we're good here.
This is why Matt is going to be my best wingman ever.
I think we're okay. We're all good.
All right. Well, why don't we go ahead and cut to break?
Okay.
And when we come back, since we do not have a socially awkward question of the week,
I know next
why don't we
week's
come
question,
back with weirdest place? We've done it.
I was going to say next week, what is the weirdest thing
You guys
someone...
down? No?
I was going to say next week's socially awkward question, what is the weirdest thing anyone ever asked you to do in bed?
Oh, okay. All right. I might not answer the question, but I'll accept other people's answers. Do you have some music
Matt, if
first
you don't
or-
like it, you can feel free to throw
No,
in
I'm
your
just
own.
thinking. Might have been all pretty standard. I don't think I've had anything like too utterly crazy.
I'm about to find out that I'm going to be like the weird kinky guy in the group.
Probably.
It happens.
Whatevs.
Somebody's got to be. Anyway, so we don't have an official Fro show this week because the Fro show that was released today is an hour long.
Yeah.
Overachiever over here. So we're not
awesome,
going to play
bro.
that. We're not going to play that for our break.
I downloaded it. I just haven't had
Definitely
a chance
check it
to listen
out.
to it.
Definitely go check it out. You can check it out at froshow.net. You can check it out on the foureyedradio.com/fro041. The big 41 already. Jeez Louise. You're almost to the answer. Next week will be the answer. That's awesome. So are you going to play some tracks for
Almost
us?
the answer. What are you talking
The
about?
answer. 42.
Oh.
The answer. It's life, the universe, and everything.
Oh, Jackie Robinson?
You can go that way
He's
if you want
actually
to.
talking about, I think,
It was actually Hitchhiker's Guide to the Galaxy is where
which
I
is
was
funny,
going
which
with
is
that.
on our unofficial intern's car. That's her license plate.
Oh, nice. What, just 42?
No.
Or
like, it's spelled out.
Spelled out. Awesome. That's brilliant.
I've been wondering what the fuck that means. I'm like, what?
It's the answer.
Okay.
Have you not read the books or seen the movie ever?
I've seen like half. Read the books. Are you fucking kidding me? This is me.
You've never read all 5 books of the trilogy?
No.
Oh, they're brilliant.
I've like
Douglas
seen,
Adams
like,
is, like,
half the
fucking
movie. I've
hilarious.
like seen half the movie.
The movie is okay,
got
but it's
Mos
really
Def in it.
yeah. What's his new name? Doesn't he have a new name now? He's not Mos Def anymore. He's like Ella Akbar or something.
Oh, I don't know.
I heard he's got like a new name that's crazy or something. I don't know. I think Matt Hines was posting it on Facebook, something about his new name. I don't know. But anyway, you're going to play a few. Is that his new name?
YASLINBEY.
Yeah. Allah Akbar. That's what I said. So you're going to play some tracks for us for the break?
Yep.
All right. Well, I'll go ahead and turn you on. You go ahead and fire up the music whenever you're ready, and we'll catch you all back here in just a little while.
Covered on this summer pine, last taste of your summer wine. Round me the right to remain. Can't live for tomorrow, you say. Listen to bells as they chime, synchronize all in our mind. Feel like it's all meant to be. Hereafter is all that I won't let you know. I won't say to you, I won't cut you down and watch you fall this time. You improvise, it's in your mind to do or die. I won't let you fall around inside. away, buried like a summer day. Shoot all the watch you can find, the watches they cast you aside. Take what you wanted to see, say what you wanted to me. Pour back over your eyes and give more than you care to try. Won't let you know I won't say to you I won't cut you down and watch you fall. It's time you improvise. It's in your mind to do or die. I won't let you fool around inside my mind. Your bad advice is badly timed to do or die. Hotness from the pine, the last taste of your summer wine. Grant me the right to remain. Can't live for tomorrow, you say.
But she knows I'm not so bad. So here I at the moment, living in a balance every time between reality and dreams. People say I must face reality, misunderstanding what I mean. I know a simple way to get rock and roll. I know a simple way to get you out of control. I can manipulate it like alcohol. I say yeah, I say rock and roll. Feel adrenaline instead of blood in our veins when the rhythm is given by drums. Drummer says it's the same emotion as taking chant and start to ride. Basses are powerful and guitars are shouting our anger out our will. You can love it or you can hate it. Anyway you listen at your own risk. I know a simple way to get rock and roll. I know a simple way to get you out of control. I can manipulate it like alcohol. I say yeah, I say rock and roll. All the chicks and the girls are love. All my enemies. It's got no hope, I say yeah, I say rock and roll. I am fragile when this music is mine, but I'm not fragile if I hear it fine. I am fragile when this music is mine, but I'm not fragile if I hear it fine. I am fragile when this music is mine, but I'm not fragile if I hear it fine. rock and roll. I know the simple way to get you out of control. I can manipulate it like a doll. I say, yeah! To all the chicks and the girls I've lost, to all my enemies, true and false, to everyone who's got no hope, I say, yeah! I say, fuck you all. I know the simple way to get rock and roll. I know the simple way to get you out of control. I can manipulate it like a doll. I say, yeah! I say, rock and roll. To all the chicks and the girls I've lost, to all my enemies, true and false, to everyone who's got no hope, I say, yeah! I say, fuck you all. Nothing less than Nike's on, nothing but a microphone. Kick it back every time you hear the song spiral on. My raps come around your head like I'm snapping back and forth. Better pass the torch, you're coming up short. Fast forward to it or you're gonna start losing. I know you're feeling new to it, but get used to it. Mac Miller attitude, a Bruno Mars rapping dude. Drake even wrote up the choruses when he heard the tunes. Ha, you say you can, but you can't stop me. Your rap career's going slower than the game Jumanji. A snare, a drum, of words, all I need for history. Started from the bottom, so this wish is still a mystery. Lifesaver, the Reese's Pieces and some Cocoa Puffs. Might be type clusterfuck, but I hyped you up. So let me write my life on this microphone tonight. To have you go and question if my facts and speed is right. Rebellious kid with a positive light, it's on tonight. Mindful mind every time that I write a line. Like a blank label, no title, let the hype. I like my new model, trust yourself, live your life. Nothing wrong with telling you go to wear something tight. Bizarre to me to hide something you consider nice. So as of now, please remember what you see is right. Whether it's a red cup or a steady night. A weak heart, but a strong soul will be alright. Cut my horns out, we're brushing out the wings tonight. Puzzle with life, people piece of my life. Together for life, they think will fit my life, right? A weak heart, but a strong soul will be alright. Cut my horns out, we're brushing out the wings tonight. Puzzle with life, people piece of my life. Together for life, they think will fit my life, right? Get the money, make it famous, that's what they all say. What we gonna do today, I don't know, let's see. Get the money, make it famous, that's what they all say. They all say, they all say. Get the money, make it famous, that's what they all say. What we gonna do today, I don't know, let's see. Get the money, make it famous, that's what they all say. They all say, they all say. Writing so much that I need commas. Told my mama, trust me and I promise I'ma make it out heavily. Take the fan to Beverly Hills with a melody, selling these remedies, making chemistry with any beat, sending heat through the mic again, and you liking it. My flow hits like rights from Mike Tyson. Old school rap, so I might be typewriting. Sirens, I don't usually hear that. I want my fans to hear facts, my city ain't near that. And if it was, I got it, my profit's gonna appeal that. Bats on the kill track, your girl, I'ma steal that. Still black pants sag, headphones blasting. Set high standards, any higher, I'ma need a ladder for my bladder just to get me down faster. I'm a rapper with a music matters patch on my caster. Dream, I'm slide for the sky dragon. A god amongst amateur stamina, do damage. I landed on this plan to disband your best bandits with a coupe. Crash, slam it into a tree hammock. It's me, Sam Brandon, we the hottest in the city. I got it all with me, the skill and I'm pretty. I'm ill, I'm broke, just trying to be rich. These homies can't throw, but they talking about my pitch. Get the money, make it famous, that's when I switch it. Spit it for the music, not for the riches. Pots in the kitchen, pans, dishes, hands. I be washing, cutting like stitches. Nothing, I get beat, you get bumping. It's nothing, I get beat, you get bumping. Turned way up, stay up, deflatable. I make layups, so play up and make me shoot. Get the money, make it famous, that's what they all say. What we gonna do today, I don't know, let's see. Get the money, make it famous, that's what they all say. They all say, they all say. Get the money, make it famous, that's what they all say. What we gonna do today, I don't know, let's see. Get the money, make it famous, that's what they all say. They all say, they all say. Get the money, make it famous, that's what they all say. What we gonna do today, I don't know, let's see. Get the money, make it famous, that's what they all say. They all say, they all say. Get the money, make it famous, that's what they all say. What we gonna do today, I don't know, let's see. Get the money, make it famous, that's what they all say. They all say, they all say.
Hey pretty boy, it's time to wake up. It's already after 10 o'clock. Hey pretty boy, put on your makeup. It's time to leave. It's time to get ready to rock. Hey pretty boy, find something to wear. There's a party up and down the block. Hey pretty boy, I try to be good. I try to be patient, I know I should. Can't be held back when the streets call my name. I'm dressed in black and I'm feeling no shame. It's time for me to rock. Hey pretty boy, put on a pouty face. I'm down the stairs, I got the door unlocked. Hey pretty boy, I wanna leave this place. It's time to leave, it's time to get ready to rock. Hey pretty boy, I can't wait no more. You shouldn't come, that's such a shock. Hey pretty boy, I'm out the door. It's time to leave, it's time to get ready to rock. I try to wait and I try to be good. I try to be patient, I know I should. Can't be held back when the streets call my name. I'm dressed in black and I'm feeling no shame. It's time for me to rock. Hey pretty boy, it's time to wake up. It's already after 10 o'clock. Hey pretty boy, put on your makeup. It's time to leave, it's time to get ready to rock. Hey pretty boy, I can't wait no more. You shouldn't come, that's such a shock. Hey pretty boy, I'm out the door. It's time to leave, it's time to get ready to rock.
And we are back. Thanks, everybody, for hanging out. You got to listen to a little preview of what's going to be going on the Fro Show. Again, check out the whole episode. You've got a guest on this week, did you not?
Yeah, we had Christopher Murray, the dude that was on the show last week.
Yes. So definitely check that out. Did you post the new episode on thefroshow.net?
Not on the froshow.net. I did it on my Facebook, but I will get it over there.
Well, you can also go to Facebook and search for the Fro Show podcast. You can follow on Twitter and Instagram. You've got all that stuff set up.
I'm all over the interwebs.
That's good stuff. Yeah. So we did not have a socially awkward question of the week this week because I was busy.
Because you spaced out, Eric.
That's pretty much what it comes.
You did. Me and my new sidekick had to rally the troops.
So do you guys want? We talked briefly before going to break about going a little bit deeper into our own sordid pasts here, or we could turn to show notes and take a look at some of the stories that are going on in the world today. I mean, whatever.
This is the episode that gets us the Peabody Award.
There we go. So, what do you guys want to do? Do you want to skip the sex talk until next time?
Well, it's up to you, man. I mean, you didn't want to make this show a little bit more real to the listeners.
Yeah. Well, you know what? I mean, look at that. We killed an hour just talking about past crushes and stuff, and in high school love and that sort of thing. I still remember, we were talking about first crushes and whether or not they broke our hearts, and my first crush didn't because I never actually went out with her, but my first actual real girlfriend, she tore my heart out and stomped on it and then picked it back up and waved it in my face and threw it back down on the ground and stomped on it some more. It was pretty rough.
I've been there, bro.
I've had my heart crushed too, man.
Yeah,
I think I would. With the way it happens to me, I think I'd be used to it by now.
You never get used to that level, that type of pain, that personal betrayal that just it just rips your heart out and you're like, ooh.
I did find a way you might be able to cope with it better. Just look at it going you know what? I was probably just a rebound guy. She just used me for sex.
That wouldn't really work for me in this particular situation on account of we were both virgins at the time, and still were after we broke up. Actually, well, at least I
still
was.
are.
Actually, let me rephrase that. I was still a virgin after we broke up. Yeah, that kind of tells you a little bit about why that did not end well for me. Yeah, it was my first girlfriend ever. It was my junior year of high school. Finally, it wasn't anybody in my high school. It was somebody that I had met through a different group that I was involved with at the time.
So was this 1964?
This would have been... Good God, man! How old? I'm not that old. It was 95. But anyways.
Wait,
it was a ways back.
95.
This was 1995.
If I'm correct, Matt and I were probably in the 5th grade.
Sounds about right. You were a junior in 2001, right?
Yeah.
I'm class of 96. So,
damn.
This is my junior year of high school. We finally, like, it was crazy because me and this girl were hanging out all the time. Basically, her parents and my parents, or my mom, was involved in the same group, and we were just kind of there together and in the same place. And then finally it got to the point where I finally asked her if she would go out. And like, that was like the big defining. I remember, I don't know if I felt that level of happiness in that same pure way ever since then, because I was still so young and innocent. I didn't have anything bringing me down at that point. I asked if she would go out with me. She said yes. I remember listening to Gloria Estefan on the way home on my Walkman and thinking, this is fantastic. It was, Everlasting Love, Gloria Estefan's version of that. Mm-hmm. Yeah. I rocked the shit out of that song that night. I think I replayed it like 4 or 5 times in a row. It was, oh man, I was jamming to it. I was just so elated. I remember I was driving home. My parents were driving, and we got a flat tire on the way home. And I helped my mom change the flat, and I was still just jamming. I was just like, I don't even care. I don't even care that we got a flat tire on the freeway on the way home. I don't give a flying crap because I'm so happy right now. That didn't last very long.
So you're telling me that was the only time you've ever felt happiness?
No, not happiness, but that level of pure, unadulterated happiness where there was nothing else in the world.
You've never felt that way ever.
Every other time I've felt happiness, I mean, there's been tons of times when I felt a really huge sense of happiness, but there's always been there's always a little bit of something, there's always that grounding, there's always that something bringing me back to reality, even if it's just a thread hanging from the ground saying, hey, reality's down here, remember me. But at that point in my life, I didn't have anything like that. I was just so elated that I finally got the nerve to ask a girl. I mean, it took me like 2 hours. We were hanging out. Oh, yeah. I can't hate this song. I can't. It just brings me back to that night. And I'm like, even though I know it ended badly, I still, yeah. Oh, this song just brings you up, doesn't it? Is it just me? Come on now.
Is this you?
Oh, no, this is a fantastic song.
This is probably the first time I've ever heard this song.
Oh, really?
This is like the dance remix, though. This isn't the original, like her first version of, but it doesn't matter. It still works. It still works. But yeah, that didn't end well for me. But
give it up for Matthew, our sound guy.
Yeah. No, that's a good poll. I like it. Yeah, so no, it was one of those things where I just felt so elated that moment, and then to think about how hard I crashed after that, because I mean we had some good times. I mean, but ultimately it ended badly. Like I said, she ended up cheating on me with some guy in her choir at school, and I was like, ouch. Like, seriously, like, it would be one thing if she was doing me and then doing this other guy, but she wasn't even doing me and she was doing this other guy. So I was like, ow, that hurts. That hurts a lot.
Right.
Well, he probably won her over with like a musical thing or something like that.
Yeah, he probably sang to her. You know what it was? I bet you she played some Alanis Morissette for him and he didn't cringe. I think that's what did it. I remember that was one moment she was like, this song describes how I feel about you, and she played like I forget what fucking song, Head Over Heels, over head, something like that. Like,
and you left me.
No, it was the fucking Head Over Heels song. It was off that same album, but whatever. But I can't stand Alanis Morissette.
Jagged Little Pill.
Yeah. I could not stand that. I can't stand her fucking voice. Because Matthew was busy looking something up.
But no, Eric, we found out what he did sing to her. He was like, I just called to say
he pulled the Stevie.
love
I should have known better.
I want another musical
Stevie
episode.
always wins.
No, not in my case.
Well, Stevie Wonder. Stevie
Wonder
always wins.
And Steve Mooney's always wondering, what the fuck?
Like, you're cheating on me with a blind guy who's like 80?
I'm like, he can't even see your boobs. He doesn't even can appreciate it. I am angry.
But he can do things with those boobs. Oh, anyways. Yeah, so it was, she played that song for me. She's like, this is how I feel about you. And I'm just like sitting there the entire time like, oh, God, stop the pain. Because I could not stand Alanis Morissette's voice back then. I mean, I still can't stand her voice the way she sang then. Like, she sings different now. It's not as bad. I still don't like it. But for the longest time, I told people
the
that
90s though, like that's like an all different like the 90s literally should just be called like a music
Well,
style.
I remember when Dogma came out, I told people like the most accurate thing in the movie Dogma was the moment Alanis Morissette opened her mouth and a man's head exploded. I thought that was like truth right there. Like that's truth in filmmaking right there. Kevin Smith knows what's up.
You know, if you think about it though, Alanis Morissette killed Batman.
Damn, dude.
You know?
And Jason Bourne.
Yeah, so
damn. And then she booped. And then she booped the nose. That was a fantastic. I need to watch that movie again.
I love Alan Rickman in that.
Oh yes.
I can't even rape you. I'm like a Ken doll down here.
Yeah. I lack the equipment.
I wish I could. I literally wish I gotta start working on like a Alan Rickman.
That was a fantastic movie. You know what we should do? We should do a riff tracks on that. We should do a commentary track on, and not making fun of it, but just
talking about
it. Yeah,
that would be fun to do.
Because that's one of those movies that I can go back to again and again and again.
Actually, when I went on my Kevin Smith binge, I haven't watched that one again recently. Like
really?
I watched everything but that and Chasing Amy.
Now I'm going to be honest. I didn't think Chase Amy that much. Like, it wasn't like, this is a horrible movie, but I just, I watched it and I was like, I can take it or leave it.
Everybody was kind of like that, though, because if you think about all of his films and you watch it and then you realize, oh, Jay and Silent Bob are finally in it, and Jay doesn't like Kevin Smith has this huge spiel about everything, and then everyone's like, what the fuck?
I love in Jay and Silent Bob Strike Back. He's like,
you can tell that fucking Amy story like all the time, but when it's like, hey, do you want some donuts? Oh, these cheese fries are good. The sign on the car says Creatures of Hollywood, you fucking moron. Dude, say it, don't spray it.
Oh, it was... I love that moment.
That was my horrible Kevin Smith impersonation.
Luckily, he doesn't talk enough in the movies for you to worry about it. Now, you'd have to work on it for, because he does talk a lot otherwise.
No, I know.
But,
well, you know what's really funny? He wasn't supposed to
do that.
He wasn't supposed to talk at all in Clerks, but Jason Mewes was so drunk when he was trying to deliver that line, and then Kevin was like, I'll just say it. And he was like, there's a million fine-looking women in the world, but none of them bring you lasagna at work. Most of them just cheat on you.
It's a true story. As I was saying about my first girlfriend ever. How about you, Matthew? How did your first ever girlfriend? Were we talking about that with your sixth grade girl there, or was that, or did you have someone before that?
No, she was like my first one, but I mean that doesn't. I don't know.
How about your
really
first
count.
serious, like
My first
real,
real
girlfriend?
Yeah,
we'll call it real.
What about it?
How'd it go? How was it for you? What was your experience?
Oh man, it was pretty crazy. It was great. I mean, it had its up and downs, like obviously, but we were together for 2 years.
Oh, not bad for a first.
2.5. I don't know. The way we met was so there was a venue in the area. It was called the Web Theater, and it was downtown. And I was in a band, and me and some of the other dudes.
Go ahead and promote it.
No,
I'm bringing them back in 2014.
Are you?
Yeah.
We had gone to the show, and it was Teen Idols, Anti-Flag, Newfound Glory, and Less Than Jake.
Oh, I remember that show.
Yeah, and that was like my first time.
I've heard of at least two of those groups.
Nice. That was my first time seeing Newfound Glory, I was having a fucking blast. I was in the front. I was right up against the guardrail, and like Jordan came over, the singer Jordan, and like he would always like put the microphone down so people could sing in, and I got to sing in the microphone like 4 times. I was just fucking rocking out. I was having the best time ever. Obviously, I rocked out a little too hard because their set got done. I then was able to get my feet back on the ground and began to turn around and just fucking collapse, just fucking fainted, passed out, whatever you fucking want to call it.
Damn.
So
were you drinking?
No, not at all. Dude. I was like
side story.
I was like
story.
16.
I played with. I diddled his balls while he was passed out.
So the other 2 dudes in the band, they take me outside and like get me a Gatorade, and so this girl comes up and I guess she was like in the group of us, but I didn't know. So she comes over and she was like just like a total like sweetheart and like kind of just hung out with me and took care of me and then drove me home because I wasn't able to drive home. So it was like, it was really cool, you know. I was like, this is pretty solid.
Nice.
So then at school, found out she was in my choir class. And
you're like, oh crap, you've been here the whole time?
Should we be playing the Blink-182's I Fell in Love with a Girl at a Rock show right now?
So then we just started hanging out, asked her on a date, like we went and got coffee, you know, that's stupid, let's go get coffee. Went and got coffee and just kind of talked, and yeah, one thing led to another, and we were together for a while. Did the whole, you know, lose your virginity type things.
Wait, type things. I would like to dwell on this for just a moment because I only recall
she was my first
thing happening when I lost my virginity.
She was my first, but you know, we had our ups and downs, and I mean, we were like junior and senior year, and then like kind of after we graduated, and then.
Now, did I know this person?
Did you drift?
Probably.
Did you drift
yeah, you do.
Okay.
Yeah, you do.
I think I embarrassed Pat with her. That was just pretty funny.
Mm-hmm.
And then that's when Matt actually got his hatred for me.
Hatred? What?
When it ended, was it a mutual type of thing? Or was it just a drifting apart, or was there a big blowout?
I think at the everybody. I have like the worst memory in the world.
I know you bought a house this year.
Well, I didn't buy it.
2014.
I think it was kind of a grow apart, but I remember there was some, we had some blow ups, but I don't think we left. But I mean, we're friends. We're still friends. Like
that's cool.
I talk to her rarely. But, you know, we're friends on Facebook, and you know, she's married, she has 2 kids.
With
and
one of my ex-girlfriends.
That's it. It's weird. I'm really kind of cordial and everything with a lot of mine. There's only one.
I wouldn't have a problem being friends with the rest of them, but there's only one that I'm actually... And
there's one that it's like, no way.
Like Facebook friends. Like, that's the extent of it.
But, yeah, she was like my first serious one. I mean, it's cool. I wouldn't change it for the world.
No, I mean,
it's all part of who you are.
It's a life experience.
It brings you to where you are now, sitting in front of this microphone with us.
I got
what happened to you?
I got like, oh well, you know,
I say that anybody who joins a show with me.
It was high school though, so like I was growing up.
Mm-hmm.
I was experiencing and feeling a lot of things that I'd never felt before. I mean, I had jealous tendencies back then.
Balls dropped.
So
tough time.
Like, and I don't know if
literally they hit the ground. It was horrible.
He hit me with them.
I don't like. I learned a lot from it, and I mean, it made me who I am today. But like, I was fucked up in the head kind of back then. Yeah. I was, and I think everybody is. I think all guys are. Eventually, you get fucked up in the head. You don't know what's
going crazy.
Yeah, you're just like, what the
you're just
fuck?
like, you don't even know what's going on.
And it was one of those things I was like, oh man, I'm going to be with this person for like, really, dude? Like, you're not even out of fucking high school. Like, you know.
I thought that with my first girlfriend too. I was like, we're going to get married. We're going to have babies. And,
like at that time. But no, I don't know. You would have. But yeah, I mean, it was cool. And then.
It's good that you're still. I think it's cool when people can be friends later on.
Yeah.
Like, I think it's weird when people are friends with their exes right away. Like, that creeps me out. I'm like, if you're able to be friends with them, why did you break up? I don't understand it. But I think it's cool when you can go back later and be like, hey, you know what? What's past is past. Mm-hmm. We obviously had a connection at some point, so why not turn that into a friendship? I think that's cool. Like I said, it's really only happened for me once, and it's not even like a real friendship thing. Like, well, technically twice, I guess. There's one girl who, like, she was my best friend's little sister, so it's like I see her sometimes in social situations with him, and we're friendly, but we don't talk outside of those situations. And then I've got one that I'm friends with, like literally just Facebook friends. Like, that's the extent of it. But yeah, I think that's cool when that can happen. It does. I don't think it happens often, and I don't think it happens for everybody, but it's cool when it does.
I just think, I don't know. I think I'm just like, me personally, I'm just kind of mature on it. Like, I know. Seriously, what else is there to say about it? Like, it's like
it's true.
It's like,
it's
I
like,
see. No, I'm just kidding.
Oh, so going to your ex's house, setting her place on fire, and leaving a horse head in her bed.
Suddenly, that's immature.
I just, like, what it is what it is. It was in the past, and I fucking learned from it. Why can't I be cordial with these people? Why can't I be friendly with these people? Because there's only one instance where shit went sour, and everything else, it's just like, hey, like, I don't know.
No, I understand that. I mean, that was like my first girlfriend. It's like she dicked me over, so it's like, I don't want to fucking deal with you anymore. So it's like she even literally. Now this is how old it was back then, kiddos. We're gonna take you back. There was a thing called MySpace before Facebook, and I remember she hit me up with MySpace like a couple, like maybe a year later, going like, "Oh no," she texts me. And I deleted her number because I'm like, well, I'm not fucking talking to you.
Who the fuck is this?
Texts me going like, I got a ferret. And I literally text back, who the fuck is this?
Who the fuck are you?
She's like, this is Cheryl. I bought a ferret. I go, you know what?
Take that ferret and shove it so far up.
I go, I feel sorry for that ferret because all you're going to do is fucking cheat on it. And I was like, don't fucking contact me ever again. So,
but the important thing to note here is that Steven is not bitter.
Oh no, not at all. And then then she found me on MySpace, like what's going on with your life? I'm like, oh, it's been great ever since we broke up.
Like it was going downhill there for a while, but then we broke up and things got better. It was great.
That was basically like the only, but it wasn't like, sure, she was my first, and it hurt at first, but it wasn't anything like big devastating, like anything like, oh my god, my heart really hurts or anything like that. It was more kind of like.
So how did you guys get together? This is your first like official real girlfriend, right? That we're talking about here.
I've never told anybody this story.
That's perfect. Come on, go.
So does anybody remember a site called hotornot.com?
Hell yeah, dude! Oh, I love the crap out of that site.
Yeah, I remember. It had the two photos next to each other, and you.
No, it just popped up. The one I'm thinking of is like popped up one photo at a time, and you just clicked.
You had to either hit hot or not.
Oh,
yeah.
Okay.
So basically, I jumped on
there for hours.
Actually, Patrick was the one who was like, "You got to check out this site, hotornot.com." So we go, okay. So we make a game of it. We'd literally just pull it up, and we'd be like, "Hot, not," and literally some girls would get an 8, even though their faces were like horrible, but we're like, she's showing cleavage. I mean, she's trying to make the effort. Yeah. So why not? So I jumped on. I was like, you know what? Let me just see. Let me put a picture up there, and I got a lot of. Apparently, I was very good looking back in high school, which is weird because I never got a girlfriend.
What happened?
Yeah, I'm just trying to figure out. It's called.
I never had the guts to post my own picture. I was like, I do not want to see what other people want to say about me.
So then what happened? They had this like premium membership thing where like you could actually sign up and contact the people.
Oh shit!
So I was like, I'll give this a shot.
I didn't even know about that.
The girl Cheryl actually contacted me on that. So literally what she told her friend, she's like, I'm so embarrassed about this. I don't want to tell people. So I told everybody we met at French class. Mm-hmm. So when she would introduce me, people would ask me, they're like, so you were in French class with Cheryl? I go, yeah. I was like, oui.
Yeah, oui.
So that's where I met her. So yeah, that was fun.
That's interesting, though.
Yeah, it's very.
I didn't even know they had a
can't
premium.
believe I
Like,
said
I was
that.
on that site all the time.
Yeah,
I
dude.
would
How
spend
long ago was that?
hours.
Like so long ago.
I would spend
Yeah.
hours
So what?
just
Who even cares?
click.
And then
click.
the next, then I had the. It's funny. This is a story where I think Sammy knows the girl, but I'm not sure. There was a girl called Rachel Chapman, and she was technically, my rebound girl, but she had no idea she was my rebound girl. So when like shit hit the fan
That can happen.
and it didn't work out, it was just like I don't really care. And then I met the my ex fiance. I was with her for like 9 fucking years. Yeah.
Whoa.
I was gonna say she looks familiar.
Then I met my ex fiance. We were actually worked together, and it took me like maybe
Not that one.
half a year.
That's his sister.
It took me like half a year to finally like ask her out, and in fact, technically, I didn't ask her out. She asked me out. She actually asked me to a Tool concert, and then I was like, but that's not until like February. So then I was like, you want to go get coffee sometime? Like that stupid cliche line or whatnot. So yeah, then we were together for like almost a decade.
That was the 90s pickup line.
Yeah,
You want
except
coffee?
it was in like 2000 when I used it.
It's all
But
good.
yeah,
Still
I was
works.
with her for a long time.
decade?
And yeah, almost a decade.
Wow. My longest was 7 years.
Yeah, mine was 9 years, and then we were engaged for 1 year. And
Yeah.
so it was almost a decade, pretty much. And then basically, Eric had to deal through the fallout of that during the. That's what affected a little bit.
I don't know what you're talking
of the
about.
last podcast.
I've blocked
But yeah,
it from
I mean,
my
things
memory.
were great with her and I, but I mean, there was points in that relationship where I'm non-confrontational, so there should have been a part where I should have gotten really pissed off at her, and we probably should have broken up, and that probably would have been best for us at that time, but we didn't, and instead we're like, let's move in together, and it just got worse from there.
That's always a bad decision when you're like, I think we should either break up or move in with each other.
It wasn't even breaking. Oh, you know what? It was right. Yeah, so that was about that. So yeah, that
When you come to that decision, folks, listening at home, if you ever come to a point in your relationship where your decision is break up or move in together, maybe just break up.
I mean,
Seriously.
there were so many things that happened in that long-term relationship that,
anytime you got a long
it was like it was either like I did something, she did something, and we probably should have taken a break and see how we still felt about each other afterwards, but we never got to that point, and that's probably what really fucked everything up. But on the bright side, like I said, she's doing a lot better without me, so she's got that going for her. And then I dated a couple people in between, and it's basically came down to the part where I met. This is so embarrassing too. So I actually started meeting people on OkCupid. Yeah, anytime
I've heard that's a good site.
No, it's not.
It wasn't around when I've been.
No.
available.
Anytime
I was on SparkMatch.com.
Anytime there's a free.
Okay, so I know about OkCupid.
Anytime there's a free
Online dating.
thing, not the best thing ever.
Yeah, that's what SparkMatch.com
But that's where I
was.
did meet the last girlfriend I was with, and I would have to say that's besides Diane, who pretty much like felt like ripped my heart out and everything. That took me a while. It took me almost 6 months to kind of, and I'm still kind of going over things in my head with this one. But I'm starting to believe, like, if I probably look at it, I was like, you know what? She probably just got out of a relationship. I'm starting to believe, I think I was the rebound guy. So if I look at it from that perspective, I had a lot of sex during that time period. So
you're right.
you know what? It worked out pretty good. So actually, I figured it out. Maybe instead of trying to looking for things, focus on myself. But ladies, break up with a guy, I'm your rebound guy.
I've never done the online thing.
Never done any online
It's
thing at
not
all?
worth it. It's
Nope.
pretty.
I did
stupid.
the SparkMatch.com. I never actually met anybody. I only joined because I found out that my ex-fiance, who I had just broken up with, we were still living together for a period of a couple of months after we broke up.
I've been through that too.
Which was awkward, especially because we only had the one computer, so we work in that. And so I'm like, I'm going to jump online and see what's this SparkMatch.com that's in the history. Oh, fucking dating dating site. So I'm like, well, fuck you. You're going to sign up for that? I'm going to sign up for that. I didn't find shit.
It's like a revenge sign up.
Yeah, I'm like,
Fuck this.
I did it too. I never actually met anybody through that. But, I can understand how it would work. Like, if it was still a thing, because it stopped being a thing like halfway through while I was still using it. Like, it disappeared.
Yeah, I've never heard a spark match.
Yeah, this is the first time
like,
I've heard of it.
Yeah, it was like gone, and like I was like, "What happened? What happened, guys?" But I have some experience with the rebound thing too. Except I've been kind of on the other side of it. Like I had a rebound relationship after I broke up with my fiance. I ended up hooking up with this girl, and we like right from the very beginning. This is just a friends with benefits situation. That's all this is. We're just friends, and we fuck sometimes. A lot of times. Most of the time.
Okay.
Pretty much that's all we did. We'd be like, hey, we're gonna, we were like trying to be normal, like, hey, let's watch a movie together. I've seen half of Empire Records like 4 times. Yet, like, seriously, like, she's like, you got to see this movie, it's great. And then we'd like start watching it and be like,
Actually,
like, seriously, like, I don't think I've ever seen the end of that movie.
Actually, I think that's what I want to make the Valentine's Day episode or something like that, because that just reminded me. It's actually when the last girlfriend. Basically, we were talking like on the OkCupid thing for a bit or whatnot, and then I invited her. She was like, "You want to meet at a bar? Or you want to meet for coffee?" And I was like, "I'd rather meet for coffee, because then like at a bar, it's like I have a feeling it's just gonna go like shitty or whatnot." But
I'd be the opposite. I'd be like, let's meet at a bar, because that way, if you suck, I can at least drink my sorrows away.
Well, but so we met at a coffee shop, Extreme Beam. Actually, I don't know if anyone's actually been there.
Yep.
Over in Tempe.
Yeah, and it was just weird because it's like we both showed up at the same time, and then it's like we went in there. I was like, "What will we have? I'll pay for." We both got a chai like tea. Or chai tea latte or whatnot. But what was really funny about it is I own the movie Blazing Saddles.
I love that movie.
Okay, own it. Parents got it for me for Christmas.
Yeah.
Have not seen it at all. I own this movie. I tell her that
Great
on
movie.
the OkCupid thing, and I go, well, maybe sometime we can watch it together or whatnot. So literally, I think we went out on a Sunday. We did our first date on a Wednesday, and then it was a Friday night right after the show where I was like, you guys got to get the hell out of here. I got to go meet this girl or whatnot.
I think I remember that night.
We get out. I pick up the movie, and we're like, we're going to watch this. Yeah, I still have not seen Blazing Saddles, and I own it.
Yeah, it was that type of situation. Like, every time we tried to do something other than have sex, we ended up having sex. It was, and then what happened? What really sucked about it was like I was like okay with this whole casual thing until it got to a certain point, and I'm like, you know what? I think I actually have real feelings for you, and I want to make this more official. And she was like, whoa, slam on the brakes there, buddy. I wanted this to be a casual thing, and if you can't handle that, then we got to stop. And I'm like,
you fucked it up.
Ouch! That hurt. That hurt more at the time than the 5-year relationship that had just ended previous to that. Like, that rebound thing hurt more.
Well, that's like me. Like I was just saying, I was in a relationship for like 9 years and then dated the new person, and this has fucked me up more than anything in the past then. But then again, I want to classify it as
you get attached quick. It's crazy.
No, it wasn't really attached because actually I took my time with this one. Like, I didn't literally ask her if like we wanted to make it official until like we went on a bunch of different like dates for a while and stuff like that. It wasn't until we went up to Flagstaff and stayed at like one of her parents' place up there or whatnot when I finally woke up that morning and be like, you want to make this official? Like, I was like, you want to make this official or not? And she was like, yeah, we can do that. And I thought things were going
like, yeah, whatever.
I mean, I'm still like, I have to, I put myself in this mindset. It's like, I have to probably look at it from, I probably was a rebound guy, because if I try to read more into it, it's just going to keep fucking me up, because it's like, there's so much stuff in that relationship that like every time I explain it to people, everyone says the same thing. And literally, like, okay, it's like they say, if someone calls you a horse, you're like, fuck you, I'm not a horse. But if another person calls you a horse, guess what, asshole? You're probably a horse. So everybody said at the end of, when this person broke up with me, it was like, it was a cop-out. Like, there wasn't really any reason behind it. It was a cop-out. And it's like, okay, when one person tells you that, but like every time I tell the story to people, the next words out of their mouth is that really bad Kevin Smith movie, Cop Out. So, but yeah, so I figure All right, I can't really rationalize it, but I think it's time for me to finally start taking the advice of the friends at this point and start working on my fucking self. Like I said,
There you
get
go.
back into comedy. At least I got a lot of
You do
fucking.
you.
I
You
got,
do
at
you,
least I got a
as
lot of.
Matthew
At least
might say.
I got a lot of material. So
I would say that.
There you go. So, yeah, it's crazy how quickly you can become attached, especially after ending a long relationship. Like that was kind of the same type of situation. You know, it's like I was in this long relationship, it ended, and I was finally okay with that ending. It was one of those situations. Me and her had the last year. My ex-fiance and I had just been bickering back and forth all the time, and every time she'd be like, "We should. I just want to break up." Then, and I'd be like, "No, we can work this out." You know, I'd be like, "Oh," and then on my 22nd birthday, literally on my 22nd birthday, she said, "We should break up," and I was just like, "Fine." You know, like seriously, I was done at that point.
happy birthday to me.
And that's literally how it went down. We're driving in the car. We were going to like one of our friends' place was going to throw me a little party or something like that. And she was like, "I don't think this is working. I think we should break up." And I was just like, "You know what? Fine. Let's do that." And that's how it went down. And I still think of it to this day. I think of that as the best birthday present I've ever received from anyone in my entire life, because quite honestly, like like after that moment, I was just like, "Oh, damn, this has been a long time coming."
Yeah.
This has been a long time coming, and I've been fighting it, and I shouldn't have been.
See, like I wish I would have gotten like the warrant, like I wish it would have just happened before my birthday, because literally what happened to me is. It was 2 days after my birthday. It was on your birthday when my relationship ended and stuff like that. Though I didn't let it try to fuck up. I didn't let it fuck up his party that he threw on Saturday, though, because I still showed up for you, man.
Mm-hmm.
It was good times. I like your pool party, though.
Oh, thanks.
We played, what was it called? Cornholing.
Oh yeah.
But it's like, but literally, like,
dirty.
but literally, like, she planned everything to the T up until then. So it's like she took me to Tucson, and that was literally going to be like my birthday weekend, and I literally didn't plan anything because I'm like, okay, she's doing everything for me. This is fantastic. Then like literally, like I've stopped literally my 18th birthday. I stopped like even caring about my birthday at this point. I'm like, if people want to wish me a happy birthday, that's great and stuff like that. But I'm like, I'm not going to go out of my way. I'm not going to be like, hey, let's have a huge party. Let's meet up somewhere, because like every birthday after that has just been shit for me. Like I'm just like, you know what? I'm another year older. I get to spend time with family. That's great. I get out to dinner, but I'm like, I'm not expecting anything anymore. I'm just like, don't really care.
Yeah.
And this was like, I literally told her that like during the like the relationship, I was like, you know what? Don't even worry about my birthday. I'm like, it doesn't always work out for me. Let's just keep it simple. So she's like, no, we should totally do something for your birthday. So it's like her friend was coming in town. She was going to go down to Tucson. She's like, oh, we'll get a hotel room. It was literally like, oh, this is going to be fantastic. I'm actually doing something for like my birthday. It was like the weekend right before it. So I'm like, this is perfect. That trip ended shortly, like big time. We came home like on a Saturday, and we were supposed to come home on a Sunday. And it was just like, and then it's like, everything was fine. I thought. She comes over like Tuesday for my birthday, gives me like the best gift I've ever gotten in my entire life, because it's like that game I wanted forever, which guess what, haven't touched it since. And then it was like 2 days later, it was just like, yeah, this isn't working. And it was just like, what the fuck? So it's just like, so even this birthday coming up, I'm like, I'll spend time probably with my family. I'm not gonna make a big spectacle about it, because I'm just like, it's just one flop out. So I'm like, it's either I can waste more time dwelling on this crap, but I literally looked at myself going like, dude, I dwelled in this for 6 fucking months. It's like, yeah, man. It fucking sucked. And I'm like, you know what? People don't need to hear about this. I'm getting it all out in the open. It fucking sucked. And yeah, granted, this is probably a girl that I probably I was in love with. Okay. She was a great girl and everything that I don't really have anything bad to say about her and stuff like that. She obviously, like I said, probably felt she can do better, and guaranteed, most likely, yeah, I wasn't what she was looking for, and that happens. I can either dwell on this shit for the rest of my life and think about what could have been, or I can be like, you know what? It's 2014. It's a new fucking year. Try to get the ball rolling. I'm just going to do stand-up, and yeah, women come up to me, and we talk for a bit, and you want to hang out? Yeah, I'll make the effort. We'll go to coffee and stuff like that. And if things go well, we'll hit it off. But if you're going to be that bitch that gives me your number and fucking keeps blowing me off, guess what? I'm not putting up with your bullshit anymore. I'm literally...
You shouldn't have to.
No, seriously. Women out there right now, I am done with your bullshit. I am not working for this shit anymore, all right? It's either going to click or it's not going to happen. Don't fucking high school me on this shit, all right? Because guess what? I don't fucking care.
There you go.
Just
the important thing exactly. Do you? And the important thing to note is whether or not you feel that she's quote unquote doing better. It may be better for her, but that doesn't mean that you're any less. It's not better for everybody. It's, whatever, for whatever reason, she thought that things were not working out, but it's not for you to worry about. She's doing her, and you need to do you.
That's what I'm saying. It's like I'm either going to keep dwelling on this or whatnot, but it is what it is. So you can't dwell on that shit. You just got to fucking. I mean, granted, yes, I would like a really good explanation for shit, but I have a feeling I'm never going to get it. So either I'm going to sit here and
even if you did, it probably wouldn't be either. It probably wouldn't satisfy you.
No.
Even if you did, even if she laid it all out and was completely honest 100%, it still probably wouldn't satisfy you. And so don't worry about it.
No, that's
just don't worry about it.
It's just going to be another experience in the long life of experiences that you have.
Something I just got to learn and just move on. So.
Exactly. But hey,
anyway, hopefully
it's part of life.
Like I said, I mean, Ted Mosby didn't get his marriage until he was 30. It's coming up on that year, so maybe I was like, so I need so anybody out there in the Phoenix area, I need to find a Barney and a Marshall. So,
well, people have told me I look kind of like Marshall, and so I can help you there. I got the height for it. That much I can tell you.
To be honest, we kind of are. Oh, actually, I have to tell Matt this story. So. I would say Matt would be the Barney, not because how he acts or anything like that, just because Matt is a very good-looking guy. And I'm allowed to say that because, what? I don't want to put my dick inside Matt, and I'm very heterosexual, and I'm comfortable with my sexuality that I can say, what,
Of
Matt?
The three of us at this table, if
Matt
I was going to date any of us,
man, okay?
it would be Matt.
Hence, I went to the New Year's Eve party, and I was talking to, I don't know if you remember Chris DeAngelis, but I was talking to him, and he was all like, oh, Matt has no problem getting women, he just has to put out like his number, and women just flock to it. I was like, I don't think his wife would be appreciated that, and he was just like blown away. He's like, Matt's married? Like, he thought you were just living like the single bachelor life. I was like, no, Matt's married, he's happy, everything's going great with him, but...
I lived it for a while.
But yeah, it's like
get your time in.
And to be honest,
I did, and honestly, it was one thing that I needed, and then I did it.
Yeah.
I was over with, and then as cliche as everybody fucking says it, it was like I wasn't looking for my wife. She was just there. It just appeared.
Yeah,
and you know what? I agree with you with that because guess what?
It fucking happens. Like I'm living proof that it fucking happens.
I totally agree with you. I had just broken up with a girlfriend when I met my wife. I was not looking for a relationship at that moment in time. A relationship was the last thing
and we were
on my
friends.
mind.
Like we were friends,
and
for
it just happened.
Like 2 years.
When it happens, it happens.
And I think that's what I need because I just realized is like I have never seriously actually been out in the dating scene. Like I've never literally like dated like okay, went out with this girl, went out with that girl, did all this kind of stuff. I've never had that experience because I was in a fucking relationship for like 9 years.
I'm not even saying like just in the dating scene. I'm talking for me. Like I lived by myself. Like I got my own apartment. I fended for myself, and it was what I wanted for so long. But I hadn't gotten to a point in my life where I was able to sustain it for myself. And then I got to a point, and I was able to.
So
I was able to fucking do it.
I'm basically doing it.
You're like you're at that
as
point.
soon as you get to that point where you think you're going to be satisfied, when you think this is good. I like being single. And then, boom, that's when it happens. That's when it fucking happens.
I was able to. I was making enough money to where.
So I will
could
say
get
this:
my own
any
place
single redheads out there, just throwing it out there. But yeah, no, but that's true. It's like I really haven't lived on my own. Like, granted, yeah, I've lived with a roommate right now, but I literally haven't had like my own place. So in August, we will hopefully have a new studio we'll be at and see how that goes. But yeah, that's basically how I'm doing. Like right now, I'm just like, you know what? I'm just going to focus on doing the thing that I want to do for the majority of my life is stand up. I like, to be honest with you, like I'm pretty sure my boss is hopefully not listening to this, but I literally sat down the first day of work, started doing my job going, yes, I have a job, but literally sat there and go, I don't want to do this for the rest of my life. I don't want to do this thing, go to this. I'm like, this is not the life for me. As much as a lot of people say that, but I'm like, the only way I'm truly going to be happy is literally if I fucking get up, put up or shut up, and finally get on the stage and do this shit. So that's the goal this year.
Do it. Do it.
Also, I want to I want to tell Kevin, if Kevin's still like, looking for some women, apparently Natalie finds them very funny. So
Oh, yeah, that's right. She thought it was me originally.
And she thought it was Eric on Inappropriate. And then I was
Sorry
like,
to disappoint, Natalie.
And I was like, no, it's
Plus, I'm not available anyway, so I guess it works out for the best.
But I did tell her, I was like, well, that's Kevin, and Kevin is single. So Kevin, if things work out with you and Natalie, you owe me, bro.
Now,
what by owe me, I mean like
Kevin may be more single than me. He may be funnier than me. He may be better looking than me, but I'm still taller. So fuck you, Kevin. I'm just kidding. I got that at least.
Oh, come on. We love you, Kevin.
You put Kevin on some stilts, though. I'm fucked. I'm totally hosed.
Okay, well, I don't know what question we're going to use for next week, but the week of the Valentine's Day one, we could say what was either your best or worst Valentine's Day.
Best or worst Valentine's? Okay. Yeah, that's a good one. I like that. For next week, what do we think? Do we want to keep with this, kind of past romance theme and ask people some of the things that we talked about?
I would be like, well, what is the most craziest thing? What is the weirdest or craziest thing someone asked you to do in bed?
Okay. I'm okay with that.
If everyone's okay with that, then I say we'll green light this. We'll have,
So, folks,
Josh Whedon.
We're going to have an actual Sass-ass question of the week. The Sass-asks. I can't even say it.
You know what I have to say? I really enjoyed the show tonight. We didn't talk about any show notes.
I know. I'm like, I keep flipping back over to the show notes page, like, just in case we need something. But I'm like, you know what? We're good.
All I'm looking forward to is, are we going to get food after this? Because I'm starving.
I heard somebody say wings, and I was like,
Wings.
Chicken.
There was actually a place called Wangs, and it shut down. It used to be on Coleraine. I found it.
Where is it?
If you go up, like, Rule Road, right before you hit like the 101 on the right-hand side. I don't know what street it is, but the wings moved right there.
Have you been in there?
Yeah.
What about
they still have the koi fish and everything?
No, it's a smaller place, but
that was my favorite.
It's still the same food, but I love that waiter every time.
Fucking poo-poo platter?
We get the poo-poo platter, but I loved it because you would get like we just went into Chinese food.
Dude, it's like fucking
I'm like, I thought we were talking about wings here, and then you guys were talking about poo-poo platters, and I'm like...
But he said wings. Anyways, so no, this place is fantastic. Like, literally, I'm going to go to their place and be like, can we sponsor you? Like, I want to sponsor you. You don't have to sponsor us. But, like, literally, like... the waiter there, because it was a family-owned business, so it's like that was like the mother, the father working there. But the guy, every time we ordered stuff, he'd be like, "Oh, good choice." Everything was a great choice. And you'd be like
you'd want to go in there, like, specifically order something you've never ordered, just to, like, everything on the menu, just to find out if ever he says.
Yeah, but no, it was great
whatever you want, buddy.
It'd be everything. You'd be like, "Oh, can I get some Pepsi?" Oh, good choice. Good choice. But literally, like, we would get a poo-poo platter, and then we would get like our own entrees. But this was like lunch, and the great part about lunch, you would get like you would get a cup of soup with it. You also give you this Jensen tea. This tea was like fantastic, and I have no idea. Okay, like Pepsi, you get it from the can, the bottle, from the soda machine or whatnot. I have no idea what their soda machine was, but it was like the best Pepsi I had in my entire life.
It's probably like at Pete's Fish and Chips. Pete's Fish and Chips, at least the one over here on Apache in Tempe. Mm-hmm. They have the best Mountain Dew.
Oh, really?
That I've ever had. And I think honestly all it is because when you're dealing with a fountain, I've actually worked with actual fountain sodas before. You can adjust the ratio of syrup to soda water. And if you tweak it up, you get stronger flavor. If you tweak it down, you get a weaker flavor, and that's sometimes what happens. And I know the flavor of specifically the Mountain Dew. I don't know about anything else at Pete's, but the Mountain Dew, I think they've got that tweaked way up. I think you get like twice as much syrup as you're supposed to. It is so damn good.
But it was great because then you get your entree. You'd always get like an egg roll. You'd get like some wontons. You'd get a thing of rice, your entree, and it was like, and this was like a lunch meal, and, and it was like $5.99.
Yeah,
it was fantastic.
I love little hole in the wall Chinese places. You get the best food, the most of it for the least amount of price. There's a place if you guys want good Chinese food, go up to Asian Cafe Express on Main Street and Dobson. $3.99 for the lunch bowl. It's not a bowl. It's a gigantic plate of food, and it's amazing. It's just amazing. I'm really hungry now, guys.
I know. I'm starving.
What are you guys doing to me here? We're talking about love and food.
I guess I'm waiting.
My soul and my stomach is hungry.
All right,
for more.
Let's close this shop up then.
Yeah, you got a song to play us out with?
Damn right.
Tonight? All right. Well, until next week, folks, don't forget that you can catch us on the web at sociallyawkwardstudios.com. We're at foureyedradio.com. We're also available on Spreaker. iTunes, Stitcher, the Zune Marketplace, the BlackBerry Podcast Directory, the Blueberry Podcast Directory. We're on the Miro Guide. We're on
Got a
Double
headache,
Twist.
man.
We're on YouTube. We are on Swell Radio, and we are on SoundCloud. Don't forget to check out our great sponsors, America Joy Print Shop at americajoy.com and Raven Designs at ravencruise.com. And if you're feeling like you want to shop on Amazon, don't forget to head over to the Sasquatch.net. Click on that Amazon banner and shop like normal. We get a little bit of a kickback if you do that. Doesn't cost you a penny extra, but it does help us bring you all the free shows that we bring you right here on the 4-Eyed Radio Network. New shows every single dang day. Some days got 2 shows a day coming out. I mean, we're getting close to 2 shows a day every day.
First off,
we're getting real close to that.
First off, I am not going to brag, but this is an exact quote from somebody. But apparently, we're kind of a mega network.
We are a mega network. That is correct. One of our network's biggest fans coined the phrase "mega network" for us, and I want
to put that on the next poster we have. It's all like mega network, and then put that person's name at the bottom. So
yeah, yeah. It was a big fan of ours, and we salute you. I think he may still be doing some podcasting of some sort. Whatever. I'm sure you might be able to find him out there. He's got somewhere.
a little baby network.
A little baby. All right, next week.
All right, let's get the fuck out of here.
All right, next week will be January 24th, 6 p.m. Mountain Standard Time, as always. Episode number 56. Remember that socially awkward question of the week is going to be, what we said? The weirdest thing anybody's asked you to do in bed.
Yeah, either the weirdest thing or the kinkiest thing somebody have ever asked you to do in bed. Like, this is something that you were just all like, and then the follow-up would be like, did you do it? You know?
Of course. Yeah, we need to know if it actually happened and how it went.
Yeah.
I want to know the outcome, the aftermath. But until next week, folks.
You need to tap that sass. It's crazy. Oh, play me out, Matthew Renfro. Ridiculous. Oh, come on. I'm waiting for the music. Don't make me sing. I once knew a man from Nantucket.
Well, stop. Go to sleep, people.
The procedure is safe and routine. Drama means sense haunting dreams. With an incessant drip, signs pockets like a vault, cause you have to work hard for. Yeah, you have to work hard for. Yeah, you work and never. Local anesthesia teases, local anesthesia teases, local anesthesia teases, local anesthesia. Sleep on, sleep on, sleep on. We'll breathe the sweet air through your nose. Sleep on, sleep on, sleep on. We'll breathe the sweet air through your nose. Something practiced is something perfect. I'll selfishly slim and cut.